We've been told that a wealthy life is about how much you spend. It's not. It is very possible to have a lot of money and buy a lot of things that make you look cheap and your life feels stressful. A wealthy and luxurious life is actually about how you intentionally invest in you. A few years ago, I started implementing 8 simple habits, most of which cost either very little or absolutely nothing, but they completely transformed how my home felt, how my life felt, and how I moved through the world. Today, I'm sharing all of them with you. The first habit is a daily reset, not a deep clean, not a full Saturday reorganization, just a simple reset. Dishes put away, clear the counters, fluff the pillows, make the bed. Clutter creates visual stress. When your eyes are looking at chaos, your nervous system is very aware of it. Even when you think that you've tuned out, you haven't. Think of it like a computer. If there are tabs or apps that are running in the background because you forgot to close them, they are draining energy without you even realizing it. Wealthy feeling homes aren't always bigger or more expensive. They're maintained. They are cared for. And when you walk into a space that is clean and in order, something inside of you instantly feels at peace. A tidy space tells your brain, someone who cares about herself lives here. Leave margin in your schedule. All right, so do you know people who have every wall and surface of their home filled up? Maybe you are one of those people. A lot of us do that with our lives. Do not underestimate the power of breathing room. We live in this culture that glorifies busy, where if you are not booked, packed, and exhausted, like, what are you even doing? And then we wonder why we feel behind, even when we're doing everything. I say this as someone who often has to talk myself into slowing down. When your schedule has no margin, you have no capacity. No capacity for the unexpected or for the people you love, or even to enjoy the life that you are working so hard to build. You're just moving from one thing to the next, reacting, catching up, never fully present. Intentional women, though, they protect white space even when they have a lot going on because that is going to restore you and it allows you to show up better for everything else that you have going on. That means saying no on purpose and not filling up every slot just because it's available. It means leaving room for rest and for spontaneity. I need you to hear this. Sometimes it is okay to just exist. That breathing room is a form of wealth, so protect your white space. Treat yourself like someone worth caring for. This one is pure privilege mindset. And if you don't know what I mean, go ahead and take a minute to pause the screen and read the description because privilege is all about deciding that you are worthy and treating yourself as such. Drinking the water, getting enough sleep, keeping your health appointments, whether that be going to the doctor, the dentist, the therapist, taking your walk. These sound so simple, and yet so many of us are running on empty and skipping meals and canceling on ourselves, putting everybody else's needs ahead of our own basic functioning. Here's the thing, your daily habits reveal what you believe that you're worth because you will always make time for what you think matters. If you are consistently last on your list, that's information. The women who live well, who have that energy, that glow, that sense of being grounded, they made a decision that they're worth caring for, and then they acted accordingly every single day. Small acts of care, when they are repeated over time, are proof to you that you matter. And once you actually believe that, you start to see your life shift. Care about the way you look. Putting care into how you present yourself is one of the ways that you show yourself that you matter. And I am not talking about some extreme hours long self care routine. I mean, if that makes you happy, knock yourself out. But what I am saying is, girl, comb your hair, take off that chipped nail polish, have a simple makeup routine, put on an outfit that actually makes you feel good. There is research showing that what you wear and how you present yourself directly affects how your brain functions and how you feel. It is not a coincidence that looking put together positively impacts your mood, and rolling out looking busted does the exact opposite. And the thing is, looking good doesn't have to be complicated or expensive, which brings me to our sponsor, Quince. Thank you so much to Quince for sponsoring this video. I get complimented all the time on how I dress, and one of my secrets is buying easy pieces that just do the work for you. Right now, I'm wearing this taupe brown chambray linen button down with the matching pants that I picked out from them that I literally got complimented on the other day when I wore it. And it is one of my favorite things that I own. Quince uses the highest quality materials, 100% European linen, like this one is, cashmere, silk, and cuts out the traditional retail markup so that what you get is long lasting and genuinely feels luxurious. They aren't a dupe brand, and this isn't about finding something cheaper, but about getting the real thing for less. I got a few more matching sets and also this one piece. I'm telling you, a matching set is one of the easiest ways to feel put together without overthinking it. Everything is linked below. You get free shipping and 365-day returns. So you can shop my link or you can scan the code on the screen. Declutter often. We are conditioned to believe that a better life comes from adding more stuff, more things to do, more options, more, just more. And so we accumulate things, stuff, foolishness until every part of our lives feel overwhelming and impossible, but we can't figure out why we're constantly exhausted. Some of the most transformative work that I have done in my own life and with people that I've worked with has nothing to do with adding, but removing, decluttering. Many of us need a whole lot less. Less clutter, commitment, noise, chaos, less of the things that are taking up space physically, mentally, emotionally, without actually adding any value to your life. I want you to think about that drawer or the closet or that group chat or that obligation that you said yes to 6 months ago that you dread every single time that it comes up. What would happen if you just let it go? Subtraction is underrated and it's uncomfortable at first because we've been taught that having more means that we're doing well. But I promise you, people who are peaceful and intentional and lead abundant lives have learned to declutter and edit as a way of life. I need you to get ruthless about what actually deserves your space and your energy. Let me ask you this. What would your life feel like with less in it? I genuinely want you to sit with that question and then start making some decisions about what needs to go. Create tiny daily rituals. Think morning coffee on the porch or the balcony, evening tea, a devotional before the house wakes up, a 10-minute walk at sunset. These are tiny things. They don't cost much, they don't take long, but they completely change the texture of your day. When we hear and talk about the soft life, so many people immediately go to spending and luxury first class travel and spa days and all of these expensive things. And listen, I'm a big fan of all of that, but that is not actually where you're going to find the soft and luxurious life that you're looking for. The women who move through life the most gracefully, the ones that have this calm and unhurried energy, they built rituals. A ritual is just a signal to your body and your brain where you tell yourself, this moment matters. I'm not rushing through it. I'm not multitasking my way past it. I am actually in it. And the beautiful thing is that it does not have to look like what anybody else is doing. It just has to be yours. For me, it is my morning coffee while watching these relaxing coffee shop ambiance videos on YouTube and reading my devotional. It's taking a nice long walk in my favorite areas. It is opening the blinds in the morning and actually noticing the light coming in, having fresh flowers on the table, turning on music while I clean instead of just grinding through it. Whatever yours is, the idea is to just be present. Presence is free. It is so easy to get caught up in the humdrum of our daily lives that there are all of these little moments that end up slipping by unnoticed. But all of these little rituals are a signal to yourself that your life is beautiful and it's worth showing up for, and you get to add romance to it. Stop saving everything for later. Be honest. How many of you have a candle that you have never burned or a fancy lotion that you were saving for a special occasion, some nice pajamas that you rarely, if ever, wear, maybe good dishes that only come out for guests? What you're really saying when you save everything for later is that right now isn't enough. Today doesn't count. And while we're waiting for that perfect moment, your everyday life feels neglected. Having a life and a home that feels wealthy and luxurious doesn't come from having more. It comes from believing that you get to enjoy what you already have. That today, this regular, unremarkable, what is today? Wednesday that I'm recording this, it actually matters because it does. So use the nice mug, write in the pretty notebook, burn the candle tonight, not because company is coming over or because it's a holiday, but just because you deserve a space that smells good. Put the good lotion on after you shower. Eat dinner on the real plates. Drink your zero sugar soda out of a nice glass. Make your home work for your actual life. If you have been around social media for any length of time, you know that there is a version of home inspiration that has absolutely nothing to do with how real people actually live. When we try to replicate it without seeing if it actually works for our lives, we end up with these spaces that they look good in theory, but don't actually function for our real everyday lives. If you want your home and your life to feel effortless, you have got to figure out how your household actually operates and then build systems around that reality. Maybe that is a charging station that actually gets used, or simplifying your wardrobe so that it only has the things that you genuinely wear instead of all of these options that somehow produces nothing to wear. Maybe it's meal shortcuts that make Tuesday evenings feel survivable. We have this basket where we put clothes that they aren't dirty, but they aren't like right out of the wash because it's going to go somewhere and we don't want to put it on our chairs or our dresser. So instead of fighting it, we give it a home. These are not glamorous systems and they're not going to end up on a mood board, but they work. And when your home works for your actual real life, everything feels so much easier. Stop trying to design your home around the highlight reel because that is where you waste time and money. That's not saying don't get cute things. You can 100% get cute things that you are going to use and that make your life easier. Like for us, all of our Tupperware is glass. We got rid of all of the plastic. One, because it stinks and it stains. It's not super healthy for you. And with glass, it looks really nice. It can go in the oven. We love it and it works well for our lives. We also have glass for all of our like push products, lotions, shampoo, conditioner, all of that stuff because it looks cute, but it's also super useful for us. So this is not saying that you can't have nice and aesthetic things, but make sure that it actually fits your life. Design your home for the life that you're actually living. None of these habits require a bigger house or a higher income or a complete life makeover. Most of them are just small decisions, small acts of care, and ways of telling yourself that your life matters right now because a life that feels wealthy and luxurious is about creating a life that feels peaceful and intentional and abundant and fully lived in and fully present. Everything that we talked about today, this is exactly the energy that we are living inside the collective this July. We're doing what I'm calling the Privileged Life Summer Challenge, where every single day in the month of July, we do something that makes our lives feel soft, luxurious, and intentional. Not expensive, not complicated, just purposeful. Some days it's going to be a small thing. Some days it's going to be something that stretches you a little. But the whole point is that by the end of July, living with an intentional and privileged mindset isn't something that you are aspiring to anymore. It is just how you operate. We have a calendar and we'll check in so that we are supporting one another. You'll get a digital download that you can use. So if that sounds like something that you want to be a part of, the link to join the collective is in the description. Come do July with us. Alrighty, my friends, before you go, let me know in the comments which of these habits do you already do and what would you add? Also, if you're not subscribed, like, what are you doing? I'm gonna need you to jump on that. I love you so much and I will see you in my next. Mwah. Bye for now.